Tony actually has like Denny Hamlin.
Oh no, wait a minute. I don't have Denny Hamlin feminine looking jeans.
Okay, I didn't say that.
So welcome to episode 2 of Joe Gibbs Racing, the show.
2 hoots that you're giving to this show right now. Thank you.
Yeah, first segment of this show is about our media day, which some of the media said was one of the best stops all year.
It's the best stop to me. It's the only one I went to.
Yeah, well,
very good. It was awesome.
It was. And after that, don't go anywhere because we have a special guest, a real live coach is going to be here to talk about Super Bowl predictions, a historic coach.
Phil Jackson?
No, an NFL coach.
Oh, Chuck Noll's coming?
No, Joe.
Oh. Our owner, Joe Gibbs. Of course. Looking forward to that, so it's going to be cool. Check it out.
As you guys know, part of what we're going to talk about today is us having a chance to be in racing for 20 years.
2000 NASCAR Cup champion, Bobby Labonte. 2-time Sprint Cup champion, Tony Stewart.
Okay, can I tell the story? Okay. I've recruited a lot in college. You recruiting athletes, you chase them all over the place, you're standing outside their school, trying to hunt them down. So we make up our mind we're going to try and go get Tony. This is a flaming nightmare. I am flying late night to different places. I meet him over in Columbus, and he goes, "Yeah, hey, you just need to talk that over with Harry Raniere at the time. He was under contract to Harry. I go over and talk to Harry and work out a deal, you know what I mean? And so then I start trying to find Tony. And the best one was he had 3 girlfriends, okay? So I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out which girlfriend is he with. Okay, so I would literally call the house. And sometimes I would always know if I hit it right because they'd be real friendly. Oh yeah, hey, yeah, with Tony, I can get Tony, I know where Tony is. And then every now and then I'd call and go, "Don't call this number again." I broke up with that one. So in any case, I am chasing him from one side of the world to the other. Then we go, the bottom line is, and a lot of people should write a book on this, but Harry goes, "I got 2 other partners. And this is the amount of cash it's going to take to get Tony out of this deal." So I still remember I go to meet Harry over there. I liked Harry a lot. And so I walk in there with him. I got the check. And so as I go to hand him the check, I don't think I've ever told you this. He goes like this. He goes, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
What a coincidence. I remember having to hand you a check for the same thing and you told me the same thing.
Tony and Harry had a few run-ins, let me put it that way. And so I went, "Yep, we're sure we want to do this." And so I handed him the check, and I got to tell you, it's one of the best deals we've ever made. And so I appreciate all the years.
I remember
Then he becomes the owner. Okay, not one thing. You guys know, you recorded it. He doesn't have one ripple. He doesn't call Goodyear names. And I'm kind of going like this. I said, "Did he have a lobotomy?" And then it came back 2 weeks ago.
Back to the football players. Who kept you up later at night? Your football players or your drivers?
Are you kidding? That's easy, isn't it? Both of them are up here. I'll let you pick out who it is. I did want to say that Denny's no piece of cake, but that's a separate issue. And Joey, when he grows up, he'll start calling me names too. Joey, win 5 races, you become a jerk too. And I've always said anybody good in motorsports would be good in football. Anybody good in football would be good in motorsports because it's a team sport. So I think the two kind of go together. But nobody ever questioned.
So you're saying Joey could be a quarterback?
Joey
More like a linebacker.
More like a
I was thinking more like a kicker. Whatever, I'm on the team. It's all good. All right, Spotty. I was thinking he was the guy that goes out and gets the tee after the kicker kicks. Water boy.
That's the
most important thing that Coach has taught you about life and about racing?
Don't come back for the 20-year reunion. That's the first thing he taught
I was going to say, how many years were you here? 12 total. Did you get a watch? Nope. Very good. I didn't either.
It's contract labor. Contract labor.
How surprised were you when they walked out?
I was very surprised. You know, I thought we were going to talk about our 20 years being together and being in racing. But to have those guys, Dale Jarrett did a video, which I thought was great.
Yeah.
Dale had enough guts he and Jimmy Makar, to sign up and go with us and, you know, start our racing career. We won the Daytona 500 with him, which was awesome. But then to get Bobby to come in person, you know, was a big part of our history and all the wins and the championship with Bobby. And then to have Tony there, it made an interesting dynamic with Tony there, having won 2 championships, 32 races. Tony's always had such a great, you know, sense of humor, and he's a big part of our history. So it was fun having those guys here, having everybody celebrate. I thought it was great having Norm here. Norm, our, you know, our founding sponsor, taking a chance on us, and it was a great chance for us to kind of relive some history.
Obviously, it's Super Bowl week, so we've got to ask you about Super Bowl. Before we do, we kind of had our own Super Bowl this year, which we didn't quite make it to. For those of you who don't know, Coach came out of retirement this past year, but not the type of football that you might think. Tell real quick a little bit about your coaching experience.
Actually, what I'm doing for our last 3 years, I've coached the 10 and 11-year-olds, 14 of them on the team,
Including my son.
including her son and my grandson. Somehow, I wound up being the assistant coach. How that happened, I don't know.
He's a Hall of Fame play caller, but his son is the offensive coordinator and play caller.
JD's the play caller. We lost one game, 24-22 on the last play of the game. And JD said to me, he goes, "You're the defensive coordinator. Why didn't you stop him?" And I said, "Hey, all you had to do is score one more touchdown and we'd have been okay."
Okay, so everybody wants to know, who do you like? Who do you like in the
Who do
Super
you like
Bowl?
in the Super Bowl? Well, here's my deal. I wound up going to the game in Atlanta, the playoff game between Atlanta and Green Bay. And I honestly said that's probably one of the greatest performances I've ever seen by a quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. It was on a fast turf. It was indoors. Their receivers caught everything on their fingertips. He was 33 for 36. And I know a number of other people have commented that may have been the greatest game that quarterbacks played. And so now I think about it. They go to Chicago and win the game, but it was outdoors. He didn't play as well there. But now you're going back to a fast turf indoors in Dallas. And I can't make myself, you know, bet against him. So I would say Green Bay, but I'll put a little caveat on it. The Pittsburgh defense, I got great respect for Dick LeBeau and that defense. That's obviously you're going to have the top defense going against, I think, one of the best performing quarterbacks that anybody's seen. And then Roethlisberger's not bad either. This guy can make plays. He gets out of the pocket. I think that would be one of the keys in the game. Can they keep him in the pocket? When he gets out, he has a tendency to make big plays down the field because now the receivers are breaking routes. They're going all over the place. I think one of the keys is keep him in the pocket, do not let him get out of there, and try and run the ball something and keep Green Bay off the field. But honestly, if I got to pick somebody, I got to go with Green Bay.
I've got Green Bay 31, Pittsburgh 27. Aaron Rodgers MVP.
I think the defense are going to have something to do with this. I think less scoring. But hey, you know, you got 2 guys here. Now having said that, this is not a gambling site, okay?
Please.
And don't go laying it on me if you lose, because I'm going to confess to you, I am rarely right.
Thanks, Coach.
You bet.
All right,
Great. Thank you.
All right,
Yeah,
there you go.
good. Yeah, good.